I'm Krista Strating from Ontario, Canada, and I'm a climbing arborist, and I'd like to show you a trick I learned along the way about how to utilize your lanyard in particular situations where, say, you're on a spar pole or especially a very smooth bark tree. When you just put your lanyard around the tree and you're working, if you were to, say, especially if you're on spurs and you decide to take some weight off, your lanyard can fall and drop. So you're constantly trying to keep your lanyard there, or you'll have to keep weight on it to keep it from falling. So I learned a new trick where instead of just passing it around, or some people will actually take their lanyard and pass it around twice, and that tends to keep it there, but then you're stuck. If it's just passed around twice, you're stuck. You better be ready to work right there. So what I learned was, instead, you take a bite of your lanyard like this. You pass that bite around with the top working end of your lanyard on the top. Pass that bite around. And then you take the working end, pass it through that bite. Give myself some more slack here. Pass it through the bite. And then back to yourself. So this requires no extra hardware, just your lanyard. Any lanyard will work as long as it's long enough. And what this basically has done is tied a munter hitch. I don't know if anyone uses the munter, but you are right now if you're going to start doing this. And what's cool is when you unweight it, it doesn't fall, especially on something really small and really smooth. So it stays there, but the cool part about it, say you're making a notch on the other side or tying a block and I need to go around the stem, just with my hips, if you watch, if I turn my hips, it flexes and turns, but stays. So I can move around the tree and just using my hips. I can hold on to the tree and twist my hips and turn. Now I can make my notch or set my block, and then I gotta go back around to do my back cut. Again, without touching my lanyard, just turning my hips and twisting. So it bites, twist my hips, and it frees me, right? So now I can make my cut. Okay, I'm not quite adjusted, turn my hips. Okay, I'm good, right? It's really cool. And again, no extra hardware.